Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Margaritas with Marguerita Cheng, CFP Pro, where for 15 minutes you will have the chance to beef up your financial know-how and muscles thanks to advice from Rita and her amazing guest. I'm Hope Katz-Gibbs, founder of Incandescent PR and Publishing Company and proud producer of Rita's show. I'm thrilled to introduce you to today's special feature, Angela Randolph, CPA, the founder and CEO of Stellar Ledgers LLC, a boutique financial firm that serves small to medium businesses by providing financial accounting, outsourced CFO training, and consulting services. Today's topic, the importance of knowing your numbers for entrepreneurs. So take it away, Miss Rita.
Well, thank you so much. You know I love numbers, and I am so excited to welcome Angela. Hi, Angela. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Absolutely. So, we're just going to get right to it because we could talk numbers all day,
That's right.
right? So, tell us about your professional journey and your experience as well as expertise in the industry.
Yes. So I majored in accounting and finance as an undergrad. So I've always been in accounting and finance. I started out doing state tax audits for the comptroller. Then I went to at the time it was Big Six, public accounting, auditing. And then I went into corporate America doing month end close, general ledger accounting. And then I found my way to the federal government doing federal tax compliance auditing. And while I was there, I decided to start my own business, Stellar Ledgers, because I really wanted to help business owners, mainly women, entrepreneurs, build wealth through entrepreneurship. And I knew the way to do that was to make sure they understood their numbers, they knew what their numbers were, that they stayed in compliance with IRS and the state. And so I just really love helping other people gain financial security and independence through entrepreneurship. It's a passion of mine. So I've been doing that for the last 5 years, and I'm full time now, and I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. And you and I met through a program put on by WePick,
Mhm.
Women Business Enterprise. So, what services do you offer? And then, is there a particular industry that you serve?
Yes, so I offer traditional bookkeeping, controller, CFO, and consulting and financial coaching services, mainly aimed at those smaller micro businesses who may not be ready to outsource to a CPA or an accountant. And then I also have started a online training academy to help those business owners who want to learn how to take control of their finances and their taxes as they're getting started. And I serve service-based industries all across the US, mainly professional services like medical, healthcare, legal, marketing, IT, all service-based professionals.
Awesome. That's so good to know. And no one paid me to say this, but I do believe that accounting is foundational. I always tell people you need to know your number, you need to know your retirement number, but it is really important that people know their numbers. So, tell us about a little bit more. This you're the star about the training academy.
Yes, so my anchor course, one of the anchor courses that I started last year was the tax compliance course, and it was called um, as BBT, birth, business, and taxes, right? You give birth to your business, but you cannot avoid paying taxes. You have to address tax compliance. So I really walk people through from the very beginning when they get set up in business, what their compliance responsibility is as they hire people, staff, and employees, what that tax responsibility is, on to when they get ready to either sell the business. And also, I walk them through the audit process since I spent 11 years with the Internal Revenue Service. I'm very intimate about that experience. So I walk people through what they should do, how they should handle it, and also how to avoid some of the red flags of being audited as well. So that's the anchor course. And the other course is going to be a financial roadmap, help people set goals, financial goals. I also help them with three financial statements, both personal and business. And then I'll also help you set up your QuickBooks if you don't already have software set up so you can start tracking your numbers, measuring your performance, and basically understand the overall condition of your business. I'm basically trying to get people comfortable with the process so they don't feel afraid or nervous about the whole tracking your numbers process. And then also getting people familiar and comfortable with dealing with tax issues and just tackling those head on instead of putting it on the back burner and making things worse possibly.
I know in our brief conversation before we kick this off, sometimes people see those notices and they just ignore them because they're hoping if they don't look at them, it'll go away.
Right, and it won't. It's gonna do the opposite. It's gonna continue to escalate until it is addressed. Because sometimes those notices are just clarification. You may need to answer a few questions, send a document in, and then that's the end of it, but you won't know until you open up that notice and really find out what they're asking. So it could be something very simple.
Now, based on your experience, so your experience as a professional as well as serving your clients, what issues are impacting small businesses?
I would say funding because you definitely need money when you start a business. You need funding and money to help grow the business. And I find that business owners at various levels, for a number of reasons, don't have enough of it. Either they don't have enough clients, or maybe their personal credit is preventing them from getting a loan for the bank, or when they are ready to get a loan from the bank, they have not had a set of financials for their business. Of course, the bank is going to want to see historical financials and projections. And if you haven't been tracking your numbers, you can't provide that. So usually people come to me because it's a bank requirement that they have an accountant, that they have financials, or they're looking for an investor. And of course, an investor is going to want to find out, how the business is doing. And the business owner, they should know. They should know how the business is doing. So I would say funding across the board has been the number one prevailing issue for businesses. Cash flow, which is also a part of that as well.
Absolutely. So, this is a really important question. What is the best time for small businesses to outsource or partner with someone like you, a CPA, CFO?
I would definitely say when you begin to start making six figures in the business, you hire a small staff and you have employees and you have contractors. It's at this time where you need to outsource and delegate those duties to an expert. If you've been doing it yourself, that's great, but you want to devote more of your time to something that's more revenue generating, business development, and things like that to help you scale. So I always say, whatever that number is for people, for some people it's 250K a year. Some people can afford to do it at 150K. It just depends on where you are. But definitely you want to put those type of expertise in the hands of someone who knows the industry, who knows the tax, who knows the accounting, and so you can divert your energy and your expertise on what you do best.
And I thank you for that. And I love how you're helping people set up QuickBooks because all too often I've seen is people buy it, then they don't know what to do, then they get frustrated. And so um, it it's not an expense, it's an investment in your
It
business.
is. It truly is because I tell you for sure, if you ever get audited, they're gonna ask for your books and records, not your tax return. So they wanna see, how you've been organizing your data. They wanna see your financial statements. They wanna see that supporting documentation. And if you're working with an accountant, you're gonna have to do this, right? So usually when we're doing things on our own, we sometimes look for shortcuts or we just avoid doing it altogether. But when you're running a business, even if you're the only one in the business, I try to teach people treat it like a real business, have your personal and your business finances separate, run things through the business that only relate to the business, have it be as official as it's supposed to be, because that's how it should be. And the IRS is going to look at it that way as well.
So as we wind down, you kind of alluded to it, but I think it's important to end on this very important question. We began with your journey, and now we're going to, as we wind things up, of course, um, why is it important for small businesses to have I'm putting quotes, an accounting system? in place, a formal accounting system.
It's the foundation of everything, it's the foundation of the decisions you should be making in your business. If you don't know if you're making a profit, if you don't know that you're encountering cash shortfalls, then you could be blindly making decisions that could be counterproductive to the business or detrimental to the business. So it's really the foundation. It helps you make better strategic decisions for the business. And then, as I mentioned before, if you want funding, it's going to be a requirement. If you need an investor or a business partner, you have these external stakeholders who want to know the financial condition of your business. So, and the government, of course, when you file your taxes, you have to know what your numbers are. You absolutely have to if you're in business. It's really no way to avoid it. And if you are avoiding it, you could be spending more and paying more in taxes than what you really need to. And no one wants to do that, right? So it's definitely the foundation. And I tell people from day one, even if you're a brand new startup, get a software, start tracking it, sync your bank account to the software, and it's really simple to do. And as you grow your business and your staff, then you can outsource that to someone else, and it'll be a seamless transition. You don't have to kind of start from scratch.
I love it. Angela, where can people find out more about you? So, your website, social media handles, maybe they might be interested in joining your academy.
Yes, so you can find me at stellaledgers.com, and I'm at Stella Ledgers across all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on LinkedIn, I'm at Angela the CFO. You can connect with me there as well.
Well, thank you so much. And now back to you, Hope.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Angela. I have had an accountant since I started my business in 2008. I think that it's the most important person you hire because
Yes.
I'm not smart like that. You guys are. So I want that on my team. So here's to you. Cheers to you. Thank you
Cheers.
for being with us. And
Thank
you can,
you.
yeah, so we're gonna promote what Angela is offering and sharing on all of Rita's channels, margaritacheng.com, margaritachengradio.com, and margaritacheng.tv, because what Rita has to share is so important and your guests are so fantastic. So cheers to you all, and thank you so much. Please tune in for next week's episode of Margaritas with Marguerita Cheng, CFP Pro. I'm Hope Katz Gibbs. We'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for being part of our Incandescent Radio and TV family. This is Hope Katz Gibbs, founder of Incandescent Incorporated, the PR and publishing company for women entrepreneurs. Our Incandescent Radio and TV shows are brought to you by our advertisers and clients. Margaritas with Marguerita Cheng, CFP Pro, brings us 15 minutes of tips every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live, where you'll meet experts who are helping us flex our financial muscles. Find all of the episodes at margaritacheng.com. You'll also meet intuitive psychotherapist Kara Keem, who interviews therapists and other intuitive guides from around the world. Learn more at karakeem.com. And you're going to love social justice expert Karen Hanrahan, CEO of the San Francisco-based Glide Memorial Foundation. She bridges the gap from local impact to global change on her Thought Leadership Show on Incandescent Radio. Learn more about Karen at KarenHanrahan.com. You're also going to love Alina Liao, founder of the radical wellness journaling company, ZenitJournals.com. Alina asks, have you tried to journal but found it hard to keep up? Zenit makes it easier to journal for your wellness. With Zenit, you can customize your journal with prompts that speak to you. No more blank pages. Your Zenit is your personalized space to take care of yourself. Website, ZenitJournals.com. Feel it, write it, Zenit. You'll also meet amazing Tracy Schott, founder of Voices for Change. Tracy is determined to change the world and end domestic violence. Learn more at voicesforchange.net. And we are so thrilled to be publishing a book for Angela Mitchell, who is the tech expert of case management. And she's also the founder of this fabulous organization, Kids Code 2. She is determined to teach kids to code computers. Talk about teaching a kid to fish. We invite you to discover and peruse all the Incandescent Incorporated websites, the magazine For Women, By Women, About Women, incandescentwomen.com. Our health and wellness magazine is beincandescent.com, the business of mind, body, spirit, soul, and heart. Our YouTube channel is incandescent.tv, and you can learn about our PR and book publishing services at incandescent.us. If you'd like to have your own radio and video show, check us out at incandescentradio.com, where you can see what we can do for you. These podcasts are also featured on iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Our podcasts are produced by Brandy Wilsker. Our videos are produced by Nelson Benavides. Our website developer is Max Kukoy, and our incandescent illustrator and designer is Michael Glenwood Gibbs. If you'd like to learn more, please send me an email, hope@hopegibbs.com. Here is to your incredible, indelible, incandescent success. Much love and many